In 2020, something changed forever. America didn't just build a car, it built a statement. Mid-engine, supercar looks, track-ready power. This is the Chevrolet Corvette C8, the car that redefined American performance. The Corvette C8's design is bold, aggressive, and unmistakably exotic. For the first time ever, the engine sits behind the driver, giving it a supercar silhouette. The wide stance, angular LED headlights, massive side air intakes, everything screams performance. Inside, it's a fighter jet cockpit, driver-focused layout, premium leather seats, digital cluster, and a wall of buttons tilted towards you. Every detail feels futuristic, but still unmistakably Corvette. C8 comes loaded with tech, an 8-inch infotainment screen, wireless Apple CarPlay, Bose 10-speaker audio system, and real-time performance data recorder. There's also front lift system that remembers steep driveways using GPS. At the heart is a 6.2-liter V8 engine producing 495 horsepower. 0 to 60 in just under 3 seconds, mated with an 8-speed dual clutch. This isn't a muscle car anymore. It's a proper supercar. For a car this fast, it still manages 15 miles per gallon in the city and 27 on the highway. Not bad for a supercar-level machine. You get rear-view camera, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and multiple airbags. While it's built for speed, safety isn't ignored. Base price starts at around $65,000, but can go over $100,000 for 006 trims. Compared to Ferrari or McLaren, you get similar thrills at a fraction of the cost. And yes, it's still built in America. The Corvette C8 isn't just a car. In the world of performance cars, the Corvette has always carried a legacy, a badge of honor for American engineering. But with the C8, Chevrolet broke its own traditions. This wasn't just an upgrade from the C7. It was a complete reinvention of what the Corvette could be. For decades, enthusiasts had been asking for a mid-engine layout, something that could stand toe-to-toe with Italy's finest, and in 2020, Chevy finally delivered. The C8's body lines are not just about beauty, they are sculpted by the wind itself. Every curve, every vent, every crease is there for a purpose. The air intakes behind the doors don't just look aggressive, they feed the hungry V8 with the oxygen it needs to unleash its full potential. Even the underbody is smooth and flat, channeling airflow like a jet fighter cutting through the skies. Step inside and you realize the C8 isn't designed for casual cruising. It's built for the driver. The low seating position makes you feel like you're sitting inside the car rather than on top of it. The squared-off steering wheel, inspired by race cars, gives you precise control at high speeds. Around you, premium materials wrap every surface. Hand-stitched leather, real aluminum accents, and in higher trims, carbon fiber elements that hint at its motorsport DNA. The infotainment system isn't just functional. It's intuitive, quick, and angled towards you so you never have to take your eyes off the road. Even the climate control is a talking point, with a long row of buttons cascading down the center, giving the interior a spaceship-like vibe. Technology in the C8 is more than just gadgets. It's part of the driving experience. The performance data recorder allows you to film your laps, record telemetry, and even overlay it with your own commentary, a feature few cars at any price point can match. The magnetic ride control suspension scans the road ahead and adjusts damping in milliseconds, meaning you can go from comfortable cruising to razor-sharp cornering without a single manual tweak. The GPS-enabled front lift system is a lifesaver for steep driveways, and unlike in many supercars, it remembers your locations, so it can automatically raise the nose next time you approach the same spot. Under the rear glass sits the beating heart, the LT2 V8. With a sound that ranges from deep rumble to ferocious roar, it delivers not just power, but personality. In Z51 performance trim, it's more than just a straight-line sprinter, it's a corner carving machine. The 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox shifts with lightning precision, smooth in traffic, brutal on the track. And while European supercars have their own flavor, the C8 brings a raw, mechanical honesty that feels deeply American yet globally competitive. On winding mountain roads, the steering feels alive. the chassis balanced, and the brakes reassuringly strong, giving you the confidence to push harder every time. Despite all this performance, the C8 surprises with its practicality. You get a front trunk, or frunk, and a decent-sized rear trunk, enough for a weekend getaway's luggage. The ride, thanks to adaptive dampers, can be civil enough for daily use. And when it comes to fuel economy, while no one buys a Corvette to save gas, averaging up to 27 miles per gallon on the highway is more than respectable for a car that can hit 194 miles per hour. Safety isn't an afterthought either. The chassis structure is engineered for rigidity and crash protection, while driver aids like blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and HD rear vision cameras make urban driving far less stressful. Add in advanced stability and traction systems, and you've got a car that's as safe as it is thrilling, provided you respect its power. And then there's the value proposition. Starting in the mid-$60,000 range, the Corvette C8 undercuts every comparable mid-engine supercar by tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even hundreds of thousands. Even fully loaded with performance packages, carbon upgrades, and premium paint options, it's still a bargain compared to a Ferrari F8 or a McLaren 570S. Yet it offers performance numbers and driving excitement that live in the same conversation as those exotics. Ultimately, the Corvette C8 is more than just a sports car. It's a statement. It says America can play on the world stage, not by copying others, but by forging its own path. It's a car that blends everyday usability with track-ready performance, luxury with raw power, and heritage with bold innovation. For anyone who has ever dreamed of owning a supercar without selling their soul, this is it. The Corvette C8 doesn't just compete with the world's best, it challenges them to keep up.